Welcome to a draw with me. I'm gonna draw two drawings of Taehyung, Jimin, and Jungkook while I talk about how I became a BTS ARMY in 2016. Monday, I was in my mom's car and we were listening to the radio and I heard a really intriguing name called Monsta X. And I quickly, on my way to school, searched them up on my Safari and then entered my school and went on with my day. When I finished my school at that day, I went home and I searched them up on YouTube and saw that they had a bunch of music videos. I watched Hero was the first song I listened to back then, and a few other songs. And I started watching their interviews and variety shows that they guest on and they had on their YouTube channel, and so on and so forth. After a few weeks, I would say, I got recommended on my YouTube recommendation list a BTS music video. This was during the Wings era, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but this was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And I watched that music video and I loved it, and I fell down the rabbit hole of BTS and I was watching a bunch of interviews and I fell in love with them even more. But even though I loved them for their personality and the music, I didn't really become a full hardcore ARMY, I would say, until next year in 2017, when they came out with Love Yourself album and they were going on tour. I listened to Fake Love and DNA and other songs, and I seen the new interviews that they had in America, and I really loved their personality and how funny they were and stuff like that. So yeah, and so I just was watching interviews and performances since then, and at that time in 2016 I wasn't the best place mentally, emotionally, and physically. I was really drained and I really couldn't, I don't know how to say this, but I was dealing with a lot that I'm not going to speak on because it is hard to speak on the things that happened that year to me personally. But I did deal through a lot. I lost so many fake friends that I did not know were fake until certain things came up to the surface that weren't even true. And yeah, and I had to deal with everything by myself and try to carry myself on my shoulders, trying to be a positive light even through everything that I went through. And I was doing worse and worse and worse every day until two of my ex-friends found out what was happening, and they found out more evidence and more information, and they found out that I was telling the truth about the whole situation that was happening. And so again, I'm not going to speak too into depth about this situation, but it was really hard for me, and so BTS was the gateway of making it all better and putting my mind off of it. And so after I found out that the Love Yourself tour was having like an I don't remember if it was an extension or like a separate tour, but it was the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. And I wanted to go to the tour, and I asked if I could go and I could get tickets, and to my dad at the time, since I was still a minor at that time. And my dad was very close to getting me those tickets, but last minute things came up with family and I wasn't able to go, so I didn't go. But fast forward until I think 2019 is when I ran my first BTS fan account, or even any general stan account. I never really had a fan account for any celebrity until BTS came into my life. And I kept low on, I didn't really talk too much to my friends and family since 2016 all the way to 2018 about me being a K-pop fan. Towards the end of 2018 is when I really told my mom and my sister that I was a K-pop listener and I was a K-pop fan, and I got introduced to more groups as well who also debuted around this time as well. so like ATs, Stray Kids. So that's when I made my Instagram account in 2019 called Cookie Cookie JK. And I ran that account for a year or so before I wasn't able to log in, and I just lost access to the account. I tried multiple ways to log back into the account, and there's no way of me going back to that account. So I just made a new account called Yunemochi Fanfics, which is where I started writing fanfics on Instagram. And it was like a little thing that I really wanted to do for a while, is like do storytelling. And I always loved writing. Since I was little, I always loved writing and then having your own world building thing. So yeah, I no longer write fanfics, but it was fun writing them and kind of getting creative. I'm a very creative person. I have many creative hobbies, but this is not about me as a person and my creative interests. This is about me being a BTS ARMY. So yeah, that account began to grow, and a few years later I was able to log back into Cookie Cookie JK finally, after so many times of trying to get back into it. I finally was able to log back into it, so I now have regained access to the account and also Yunemochi fanfics. So then I decided to, in 2020, is to make a YouTube account, which is this one that you guys see, and also make the Yunemochi Beanstalk Instagram account, as well as I got encouraged by family and friends to make a Instagram art account, which was cafe_daisy art, which is no longer an account that I run because it was hacked, sadly. And yes, also my personal Instagram account, also very big heart, got also hacked, and I no longer have access to those two accounts. I now have a new personal Instagram and a new art account. Yunethereal is the art account that you can follow. And so yeah, I did talk about this in a community post not too long ago when it came out. So again, keep updated with my community posts. I do update you guys about everything that's going on behind the scenes, but also follow my Instagram to know more of that behind the scenes and stuff, and know firsthand of what's happening with all my accounts and stuff. But yeah, when the Map of the Soul tour was happening, I did purchase tickets, 3 tickets for me and my sister and my mom to attend to, but due to COVID, it was postponed, then later canceled shortly after. And I'm so sad that I wasn't able to go to the BTS concert, because it was going to be my first ever K-pop concert, but also in general my first ever concert to attend to as well. But since then, I have gone to many different in cinemas BTS related things, such as BTS Burn the Scene and Burn the Stage, and also live broadcasts, the D-Day, the movie, which is the most recent one that I've seen. I've also seen Follow 17 live performance, live broadcast in cinemas, and on July 30th, I'm gonna go to the Blackpink event in cinemas. I definitely encourage others to at least check out BTS, because there truly are more than just a boy group, and once you get into that rabbit hole, you truly understand what we mean by that. You can really see how genuine and down to earth all the BTS members are, and how caring and thoughtful all of them are as well. Each member brings a personal touch to the group that they have to offer and add to their group. and they're very wonderful, genuine people that you can really see, and fans can tell when people are being genuine or fake, and it's very telling and very clear to see it. This is almost the end of this video, so I'm gonna wrap it up with saying that I'm very thankful to be a part of the BTS ARMY, even though I'm not very vocal in terms of different platforms about it, like with other fans, but I can be vocal when I need to or want to. And I do plan on selling some of my BTS fan art on my Etsy shop as well. This is a reminder that I only have a Han from Stray Kids fan art, and that is available for digital download. I will have prints out soon once I get a printer that's meant for printing high quality things, images, because the current printer I own is very old and not the best quality in terms of the ink. Each one of these drawings took me about 4 to 3 hours, so that you see here in this video, and there are other drawings, fan art drawings that I have done that took me a lot longer than just 4 or 3 hours. And so yeah, and I'm currently working on a few drawings to sell onto my Etsy shop. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon.